Hi everyone, I hope you're really okay. Today I am doing an updated what's on my iPhone video because I have got a new iPhone and I absolutely love these videos. I thought I've not done one of these in probably a good year or so. So I thought why not show you some of my favourite apps, like what I'm currently loving and the kind of stuff that I'm always on my phone. And I thought you may find it useful or you may not, but hey, who knows. And I have the iPhone 6, so this is what it looks like. It's the one in gold. And I've got this case which is from Amazon, which looks like this. It's marble and it's kind of got like this protective almost bubble around the screen because I'm very clumsy, and I did this to my old phone. Look at that, can you see that? I literally don't think you could get a phone more smashed. So obviously did not want that to happen to my new phone. So I went onto Amazon and I was like, shatterproof cases, and this was like £7 or £8. It was marble. I feel like it's given my phone screen a hug. So that's really nice. So I have got my phone with Life Mobile. If you haven't heard of them, they are a SIM-only company. And I personally would really recommend them because I think they are great if you're on a budget and you're trying to save money. And for me, something that I spend a lot of money on each month was my phone bill. And I think that sometimes it can work out better to either kind of, if you're quite happy with the phone that you've got, or maybe if you can buy a phone for cheaper or something, I'm not really sure, you can buy a SIM-only get a SIM-only deal rather than having to be tied into like a contract, which can be quite expensive. They work with EE, so you get the same signal as EE, which is obviously really good. I have been testing out this SIM and phone for about, I want to say 4 to 6 weeks, and I've had absolutely no problems whatsoever. I've had a really good signal everywhere I've been to London. There is no 4G, but I've personally not noticed a difference in that at all. I've not noticed a difference between 3G and 4G, and yeah, I'm very impressed so far. I also really like it because you can set like a kind of cap buffer kind of thing on your SIM, which means that you set how much you want to go over, if any at all. And they also text you when you hit 80% of like your data or your minute usage, which is really good, giving you a little warning. And then they also tell you when you've used 100% as well. So I really like that because one of my worst fears is like running over on data or minutes and not knowing, and then having like a huge bill at the end of the month because I wasn't warned or anything like that at all. So it's really good that they kind of tell you and you can keep on top of things, and obviously you can set that cap, so once you've used all your data you can't go over. So yeah, it is only a SIM-only company, which means you can't kind of buy the phone and the SIM together, but I just think it's a really good way of saving some money. And I'm going to be working with Life Mobile over the next year, so I'll let you know how I get on. But about 6 weeks in, I have had no problems at all, and I would definitely really recommend them. So yeah, so with that all that, albeit, I can't get my words out today, with that all being said, let's go on to what is exactly on my phone. Okay, so this is my home screen and I've got a marble background, as you can tell. A little bit marble obsessed right now. And this on my front bit is kind of my most kind of used apps, which is why I've kind of all got them here and not in the folders. So I've got my messages, and then we've got Twitter, Facebook, photos. So I'm obsessed with Twitter. I literally go on Twitter all the time, like literally obsessed with it. I'll link my username down below if you fancy giving me a follow. So yeah, so that is me, and yeah, more marble, standard. And then I've got Facebook. I don't really go on Facebook that often anymore, to be honest, I'm a bit over it. Instagram, because I'm obsessed with Instagram. And oh, I've got a comment. Wow, they are pretty. So yeah, so that is my Instagram, absolutely obsessed. And this is my page, if you fancy giving me a follow. Little bit of cheeky self-promo there. But yeah, I am just obsessed with Instagram. I could spend all day, all night on it, literally obsessed. Then we got Messenger, which is the Facebook Messenger app, but I don't really use that either. And then WhatsApp, which is kind of what I use to obviously message people. And then we've got my camera, utilities, clock, calendar, all boring stuff. So let's go to the next page, which is where all the interesting stuff happens. And as you can probably tell, I never update my apps because I don't really like updating them. I don't like change when it comes to apps because I'm just like, why change a good thing? You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So yes, this is my blogging section. I don't really know why it's called the blogging section because I don't really do a lot of blogging from it, but hey ho. So first of all, we've got Tumblr. I love Tumblr. I've been really getting back into it recently. This is my Tumblr page. I just think it's a really good thing for like inspiration, for photos, for blog posts, for videos. Yeah, I just really like Tumblr. It's kind of like my aim in life to be as cool as the girls on Tumblr. It's Probably never gonna happen because I'm not very cool, but there we go. So yeah, yeah, I'm a big fan of Tumblr. Big fan. Then we've got a Beautiful Mess, which is like a photo editing app. I don't really use this very often, so maybe I should probably delete that. But you can kind of put cute stuff on photos, like doodles and pictures and stuff like that. So it's quite cute. But yeah, I don't really use it very often. And then we've got We Heart It, which I don't think I've been on in a very long time. Yeah, I've not even logged in recently. But this is like a really kind of cool picture inspiration site. So yeah, so I kind of go on it sometimes if I'm struggling for inspiration with blog posts or Instagram ideas, that kind of thing. So it's also good for like makeup tutorial ideas because there's loads of different like makeup pictures of celebrities and stuff. So yeah, so that's quite a good inspirational one. Then we've got YouTube, which obviously is where I watch videos. I'm always watching videos on my phone, so kind of don't really need to say too much about that. Then we've got Blog Lovin', which is the app that I use to read blog posts on. It's so easy to use, and yeah, I'm just kind of obsessed with it. So I really like Blog Lovin'. I think it's a very easy app to use for reading blogs, which is standard. I don't really know if I'm making sense right now, I'm probably not. Then we've got VSCO Cam, which is a photo editing app, and apparently their new update is horrific. I've heard so many people on Twitter be like, I hate the new update, so I'm definitely not going to update it. But this is what I use to edit all my photos for Instagram, and I will link down my latest how I edit my Instagram photos video because I haven't really changed anything. I use the filter HB1 if you are wondering. I think that's a free filter that you have to download from the shop. But yeah, I love VSCO Cam. Okay, so I just had to stop recording because my camera overheated. So I'm gonna get back to where we were. So we were on VSCO Cam. So yeah, so I use the filter HB1 and I will link down below. Is that thunder? Oh my god, I don't know if you heard that, but that was thunder. Anyways, so yes, so let's move on to Pinterest. I love Pinterest. I probably spend maybe as much time on Pinterest as I do on Instagram. Very close between the two. I spend way too much time on them. But I just find it so good for like inspiration, which obviously I think is what you're supposed to use it for. We obviously have, well not obviously, we've just bought a house and it needs a new kitchen. So, well, I've got something in my eye. So yeah, so we are getting a new kitchen done. So I've been looking for kind of inspiration for the kitchen. It's all white and marble, very standard Corey behaviour. So yes, I've been getting inspiration for the house, for the kitchen, for the wedding, for style in general, for like picture ideas. So yeah, so I really love Pinterest. I think it's so good, and I could literally spend all day and all night on there, which probably isn't good for my productivity. Next we've got FaceRoom, which is a really good app to whiten backgrounds. That's kind of what I use it for. So if you're kind of wondering how I whiten backgrounds or how you kind of do that, then it's very easy to do. Just kind of whiten stuff basically. I don't know if you can really tell if that's making much of a difference. It's probably not. But yeah, so that is what I kind of use to make sure that all the whites in my Instagram feed kind of match. Okay, so next up we have Boomerang, which is an app from Instagram, and it's that app that where you kind of make like very fast moving photos into videos kind of things. I use it now and then because it's quite cool. But yeah, so that's that. Then we got Snapchat. I finally got with the program. And I'm finally, oh, there's a little zoom in on my knee. They look like Phil Mitchell. That's not cool. There's a little kind of setup of what you can see right now. But yeah, I'm absolutely obsessed with Snapchat. My username is Dizzybrunette3. I don't really Snapchat that often. I feel like I should. I'm not really in Snapchat at the moment. Then we've got Afterlight and Colour Story, which are both photo editing apps that I don't use very often, so maybe I should get rid of them. And then we've got this new app, which is called Unum. I don't know how to say it, but basically it's an Instagram grid planning app, which is amazing. If you're a bit anal about your Instagram grid like I am, you can plan your Instagram grid. How cool is that? So that is that one there, if you also like planning your Instagram apps. So next we have my apps folder. This is basically where, this is my generic apps that I don't really know what to call anything else. So first of all, we've got Cam Scanner, which is like a scanner for your phone, so it's much less aggro than having to scan in from a printer, so I'm a big fan of that. We've also got Spotify, which is obviously where you listen to music. Duh. I will link my Spotify down below if you fancy following me. I don't know why, like I don't really know the point of kind of following people I say as I am trying to get you to follow me on Spotify. What I will say is the Fifth Harmony album is amazing. Literally, that's my favourite thing right now, the Fifth Harmony album. So go check that out. But yeah, so where's my profile? That's me. So yeah, there we go. If you fancy giving me a follow, you can. Then we've got Deliciously Ella, which is a recipe app. I'm sure you've all heard of Deliciously Ella. I don't really know why I've got it because she's a bit too healthy for me. She's like a really healthy vegan, and yeah, there is some cool recipes on there, but she is very, very healthy. I'm trying to get into kind of eating less meat and dairy and that kind of stuff. So maybe I'll have another look at it. And then we've got podcast tips and watch, which are obviously all stuff that Apple puts on my phone. Then we've got the Mail Online, which is literally like my biggest guilty pleasure in life. Don't judge me. Then we've got Rightmove, which I was on about 79 times a day when we were buying a house because I was obsessed at looking at new houses. Then we've got Kudasign, which is a great app for signing documents. So if you are a blogger and you have to sign contracts, or I don't know if you've got a job that you have to sign a lot of contracts on the go, this is super, super handy. It means you don't have to print it out and then sign it. You can do an electronic signature. So, so good. So yeah, I'm a big fan of that app. I'm literally biggest fangirl of Kudasign. Then we've got Analytics, which I think is for my blog. I haven't been on that in a really long time, so yeah. Then we've got Find Friends, which I think is another Apple app. Never really go on it. Then we've got Sleep Cycle, which is a really good alarm clock for getting you up in the morning because it wakes you up in your kind of lighter sleep cycle. It's really interesting. So if you're not very good at getting up in the mornings like I am, this is a really, really good app because it wakes you up when you're feeling all like in a light sleep rather than when you wake up in like a deep sleep. So yeah, I quite like that app. Then I've got my Canon Camera Connect app, which is kind of how I kind of transfer photos from my camera to my phone. Very snazzy, very 2016. Yeah, I really like that as well. And then we've got the Lauren Elizabeth app, who is one of my favourite YouTubers, if not maybe my favourite YouTuber. I've literally got the biggest girl crush on Lauren. I think she's a right babe. So I had to download her app because it's kind of like her blog, but in an app version, if that makes sense. Then we've got the travel section. I only have 3 travel apps. I've got National Rail, which is really good for kind of checking on train times, that kind of thing. Trainline, which is very good for getting cheap train tickets. And Uber, which I use in kind of like London very often. I'd rather just get the tube, TBH. Then I've got my shopping app, which doesn't have very many shopping things in at all, which I deleted all my shopping apps because it was way too easy to just go on them and make an order, because everyone knows through an app, money isn't real money. So I've got the iTunes store, which I don't really use because I'm literally a Spotify girl through and through. And then we've got the Tesco app where I make my little Tesco shop because I hate food shopping. Literally hate food shopping so, so much. So I tend to go on the app and just so I can keep in control of things, and I'm not going to throw unhealthy stuff in my basket. So yeah, so that is my shopping section. And then finally I've got this section called Funny, and I don't know why it's called Funny because it's not that funny at all. I've got Flappy Bird, which I never play on, but there was this rumour like ages ago that if you kept Flappy Bird on your phone it would make it really like valuable, and I don't think that's the case anymore, but that's why I still have it on my phone. And then I've got the Monkey app, which I think I showed you in my last video, which is basically this very scary monkey. Hello? Oh, you can't even hear it, that's good. Hello? Can you hear that? Hello? I don't know if you can hear it. Basically, I got this app because of the film This Is 40, and it just cracks me up, so that's why I have it. But yeah, that is what's on my iPhone. There's actually not as much as I thought there would. I think I've had a bit of an app cull recently, but these are all the apps that I use like all the time. So yeah, that's what's on my iPhone. But I'm gonna go now because I think some thunder is starting to brew, and I obviously don't want thunder in the video. Don't think that would be the best. But make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy watching it, and I'll see you very soon on my next video.